All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we have another exclusive review from Adventure Bound 66. Today, I have officially given my soul away for this piece of equipment here. This is the most expensive. Is it the most expensive thing I bought so far? I think this is probably the most expensive thing that I have purchased so far as an RVer, because this particular item doesn't necessarily have to be for a full-time RVer, but it really should be anybody who has RVs. We've all heard the horror stories about people plugging their power in, and the power source from the RV park or the state park or the federal park has a surge, and it fries their electrical system in their RV, or it causes the box to blow up and catch fire, or any number of things that can happen when you have surges, electrical surges. So, we've heard enough horror stories and read about enough things that we decided to go ahead and break down and get one of these things. Now, lo and behold, I didn't know how much it cost. Now, if you want to get a cheap version of this thing, you can actually get one, a surge protector only. And you could probably spend anywhere from 50 to 80 bucks, right? But I'm gonna try my best to explain some of the differences. Well, here's the unit right here. Let me see. Let me turn on my light right here. Okay. Here's the unit. Okay, I chose to go with Progressive Industries. Um, there's really only two main, from my research that I did, there's really only two main companies that sell these surge protectors um, for RVs. There's Progressive Industries, and another one is like Southwest Industries, I think. And so I chose to go with this one because it was the most expensive. Nah, that isn't why, but it actually is the most expensive. Um, this thing right here is gonna cost you almost $500. I think where I got mine at, it was $450 plus tax. We have the Good Sam's membership thing or whatever. It's really, they said 500, but it's 449 if you have your Good Sam's membership with Camping World and all the other RV places that offer Good Sam's. Okay, well, this thing is supposed to prevent a number of things. Now, let me get into the difference between. Okay, so I had to do this research because it's kind of confusing. Whenever you go, you're going to see all these different things ranging from $50 and all the way to $500. Which the thing that I got here is the most expensive thing that you can purchase, at least at my local Camp World. Okay, and so what are the differences, right? From the $50 one to from the one that I got. Now, there's two terms that you're going to hear mostly when it comes to these power surge devices, right? And it's going to be an EMS or an SP, which on the cheaper ones, you'll see probably the SP, which is surge protector, right? Well, this is an EMS. Now, EMS stands for electrical, oh God, I don't know, mine went blank. Management system. Electrical management system. Okay, and that's a good way to put it because this particular device does multiple things. Now it does surge protection, as you can see, it does say surge protector, but it all from what I've read. Now I don't know anybody who's actually been through this problem, but having low voltage can be just as bad as having high voltage, right? So I guess it can go either way. You could have the park that you're at. Let's say in the summertime when all the ACs in the park, all the RVs are cranking their ACs, uh, and it's gonna create a surge. It's gonna create a draw on power, right? And so there's a possibility that the park that you're at may not have redone their wires in a while, and that their system in general, their electrical panel or the source of their power may have a bad connection, and it could cause your unit not to get enough power, not enough volts of energy or amps or whatever. And so that can cause a problem. That can actually mess up your RV just as fast as having a surge up in power, which usually would come from like a lightning strike or something of that nature. Okay, so okay, I know I said a lot, so let me bring it back. So a surge protector, the cheaper ones, only protect you from high surges, like a lightning strike or something of that matter. Now the EMS, the electric management system, which is what I got here for $500 or 450 approximately plus tax. I'm gonna take it out of the box here in a minute. Babe, can you give me a knife? I'm gonna take it out of the box here in a minute, and and we're gonna do kind of like an opening. But I just kind of want to give you guys a kind of a breakdown of what um, what this system is, and so it will protect you from surges going up or going down. Okay, so if it's too high, it will tell you something's wrong. If you it will shut off, and if it's too low, it should shut off also. I think I'm not fully 100% on exactly how it works just yet. I just know that the EMS system is designed to prevent anything or ground issues. It's designed to prevent any type of electrical problem that could serve to hurt your unit, your RV unit. So I think that's important, you know, and I see why they charge. And these people know what they got. This Progressive Industries in the Southwest, I think the other company, they know what the hell they got because there's really only two competing companies, right? So they charge you a freaking arm and a leg for something that's basically just plastic and wires. I mean, $500 is ridiculous, I will admit, but you know, it's that versus you potentially having to change the entire electrical system of your RV and or potentially catching on fire while you're sleeping or while you leave or something. I mean, we've heard horror stories of people leaving and their RVs catch on fire because there's a surge and the surge protector wasn't there. If the surge protector were there or their EMS system was there, the EMS would have stopped the unit from getting power and would therefore would have protected the unit. Okay, now there's another thing that I learned about, and that is the time that the EMS or surge protector actually responds when there is a problem. So let's say that you have a surge of power that comes in and it goes too high. Well, the system that you have, depending on how fast it actually responds, is going to depend on if it actually saves your RV or not. So some of the cheaper units may not have a fast enough response speed. I think this one is like, I don't know, so many nanoseconds. I forgot. You guys can look that up. Progressive Industries. On the next video, I'm gonna actually do a video of me plugging it in and using it, and actually doing and looking at the readout on the screen. This is just an unboxing video and a basic informative video to kind of just give a breakdown of what I learned. Because you know I'm new. Me and my family are new to this RVing thing. There's just so much to learn. There's so many things that you just you don't know when you start this out. You don't know if it's important. Should I go spend, you know, $1,000 on a E4 stabilizing sway bar system for my or stabilization bar system for my trailer? Should I go spend $500 on a freaking surge protector? And you know, it's just things that you don't really think about until you actually start getting into the reality of what the thing with the situation, and then you start to realize that yes, you probably do need these things because unless you want to be fixing a much higher repair cost down the road, then just go ahead and get the damn thing now. Just get it. You're done. You can sleep at night, and that's what's most important if you ask me. Okay, so the response, how fast the unit responds, and to my knowledge, the Progressive Industries brand that I got has one of the fastest response times. And once again, like I said, they know it. They're proud of it. Um, what else? What else? What else? Well, let's get into it. If I can think of anything else, I'll mention it as we open the box. But I haven't opened it yet, so let's see what's in this thing. hoping for this price they at least included a gold coin or something. Okay, looks pretty simple. Oh, there's a little paper. This is a huge piece of equipment here. Wow, that is big. Now, one thing that I'm worried about is it going, like, it's so easy for somebody to steal this thing. I mean, anybody who RVs knows that this thing is expensive, right? So I don't know what the heck this is doing on the floor. But all right, so here's basically what comes in the box. Electrical management system, like we were saying. And they have the 30. And so good news for you guys that have the 30 amp RVs. Yours is like $120 cheaper. Mine is the 50 amp. This is the 50 amp. And this one was like 450 with the Good Sams. The 30 amp was like 330, I believe. So yeah, if you have the 30 amp, you're gonna save quite a bit of money. And that's another thing. Like, what in the hell could be the big difference between this and that one? I mean, besides, of course, this one probably has bigger wires in it. Like, but the technology has to be the same, I would think. But they are sure proud of these things. And like I say, there's only two really major companies in this field. So they pretty much know what they got, and it's like a monopoly, so they'll charge whatever the hell they want, I guess. But this is it, guys. Let's see, does this thing right here turn? I don't know. I have to figure all this stuff out. What's the proper way to hook it up? We're gonna go outside and do it now. But this is it. And so, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I think I pretty much covered everything that I need to cover. And you guys have a good day. Let's just make sure. Oh, so this one also has the cover. So it's basically it is weatherproof. So it will actually keep your RV plug covered while it's plugged in outside. It's designed for the outdoors. Oh, and so also, I guess I'll kind of run over some of the pros and cons to getting this type of unit. Now, you can also get a permanent unit. This is considered a portable unit, okay? And with a portable unit, of course, if you're going to be traveling and stuff like that, there's a chance that you could forget it. If you're going to go out of town camping and stuff like that. One that's built in, of course, is going to be on your unit permanently, built into the electrical system. That is an option to get one of those type of units. I don't know the price because I opted for this one because I just didn't even really know about it before I got an RV. I would imagine it's pretty expensive, but so one of the pros to having a portable unit. Oh, here's something I forgot to cover. So this thing supposedly is only rated up to 50 amps, right? So I guess in most cases, the electrical box outside is rated. Most of the RV boxes that you plug into at parks are 30 and 50, right? But I guess in reality, it doesn't usually get up to 50. It's probably like 40 and some change volts, but it's labeled 50. Your RV is labeled 50, but in reality, it's probably going to get up to like 40 something volts because supposedly if it goes over 50 volts, this thing will actually fry and you will have to buy another one. So if you have a surge that goes over 50 volts, supposedly this thing will fry. I think they offer a warranty, but as far as I understand, it will fry along with other cheaper ones, especially the ones that are only surge protectors and not EMS systems. They will actually fry, and you will have to replace it. Now, there's probably some type of warranty on that one as well, but um, just know that if you do have a real genuine surge, like a lightning strike or something like that, your unit will fry and you will probably have to replace it. Um, and so on this one, you can see that this one has the screen, and it's from what I understand, when you plug it in, it's supposed to tell you what the electricity is reading from your electrical box outside. It's supposed to tell you multiple different things that I'm not well aware of at this point. I have to do a little more research and understand how to read this the readout on this thing. But yeah, if you have a surge that goes over 50, this thing is basically obsolete and you'll have to buy another one and use the warranty to get a replacement or what have you, whatever the best way, depending on how long you have it and if it's still under warranty and blah blah blah. But yeah, this is it. You know, I will hook this bad boy up and then we'll give you guys a further in review. Oh, here we go. Here's some error codes. I guess that's pretty much giving us what I'll see whenever I plug it in. Normal operating condition, reverse polarity, open ground. Oh, open ground. Yeah, that's one of the things that can be an issue. High voltage, low voltage. Oh, it actually gives you the readout here. And this is what I read earlier. So if you have above 132 volts, as you can see on number 3 here, high voltage line 1, above 132, that would be too high voltage. That will shut it off. Low voltage will be below 104. That would be also hazardous to your RV. Report above issues to campground manager. Yeah, I wonder. That's what me and my wife was wondering. Like what happens if it actually does. Like your damn RV catches on fire, or some of your electrical equipment in the RV gets compromised due to the park's failure to regularly maintain their electrical platform, their equipment coming from the park. What does that mean? That's we're actually going to look at our contract tonight and actually see if it's in there that we basically signed our life away to not be compensated if something like that does happen. If their park damages our RV, I'm wondering if they are liable. That's something to look in further into as well. But it just gives you even more reason to make sure you have some type of surge protector, even if you don't want to spend the money, $500. You can get one that's like $50, and that will at least protect you if there's a surge that goes too high. It won't protect you from low voltage, but it will protect you if it goes too high, and that's better than nothing, I guess. But in reality, if you do your homework, you're going to realize that you want an EMS system so that you can fully comprehend what is going on with the power source. So that's it, guys. We will follow up with the next video, anything that I may not have mentioned on this one. Peace.